What's up, Jonathan? Chris here, the owner of CNP Marketing Design. In this video, I'm going to show you what you can do to bring more customers straight to your business using a few different strategies that work perfectly for less densely populated areas such as yourself. One of them is going to be focusing on your Google business profile, and the other one is going to be using some sort of ads. The one that I chose for you is going to be Facebook ads, even though Google ads could also be extremely beneficial for you. But getting right into it, man, first off, I checked out your page, and the page itself looks really good. Over and above all, you have a decent amount of followers. I love the before and after pictures that you're posting, so you're marketing yourself pretty well. And I know with the strategy that I'm about to teach you right here in this video, you'll be able to take everything that you have right now and bump it up to a whole nother level. So getting right into it, man, I wanted to first show you what I mean by less densely populated areas. So if you're in a place like Nashville that has hundreds of thousands of people, there's a lot of people looking for, let's say on Google, for specific words such as pressure washing Nashville, right? Or power washing services Nashville, so on and so forth. You're in Cookeville, which is still a city, but it has much less of those, right? And you could do some sort of website optimization that would get you on the top of Google for those search terms, but it's not going to give you your fastest return on your investment or your biggest return on your investment. The biggest return on your investments are going to come from strategies that lock down entire areas rather than the specific cities and keywords for those cities. So I'm going to show you those right now. The first one being your Google business profile, right? So when somebody looks up anything like pressure washing Cookeville, Tennessee, or just pressure washing Cookeville, or let's say somebody in this area that was located right here looked up pressure washing near me. That's going to allow you to come up first in this top position if they're looking for you. And the ones that are searching for you on Google are the easiest ones to close because they already know that they have a problem. They already want a problem solved, and they're looking for a company that offers your services to actually fix that problem. And here's a few of the main things that actually get you up in this top position when anybody in any of these surrounding areas looks for you. That's the huge bonus about having a Google business profile and having it optimized, is because it can lock down entire regions, right? Same thing with Facebook ads, which is why these strategies are going to work perfect for you in the specific area that you're in. So getting right into some of the biggest ways that you actually rank your Google business profile, first one's going to be your citations, right? That's directory sites that your business information is listed on, such as Yelp and Yellow Pages. You want highly powerful citations, and you want a ton of them. You want way more than your competitors have, because the more places you are on Google, the more reputable you are. You also want to have a lot of reviews. The more reviews you have, the higher you're going to rank. Same thing with your ratings. If you are a 5.0 and your competitors are 4.0 on their ratings, you're going to rank higher than they do as long as everything else is in place. You want more location-based relevance, and you do that by putting keywords that you're trying to rank for, such as pressure washing, power washing, or pressure washing in Cookeville, or something along those lines in your content, right? And the content includes your description, any posts that you create on either your Google business profile and any interconnected social media platforms. You also want to geotag your pictures, and your phone can sometimes naturally do this if you have your GPS on and you take a picture, but it all depends on the phone and all depends on your settings. But a great way, if you don't have that and you already have a bunch of before and after pictures, there are tools that you can use to go ahead and Google tag these photos. You also want to optimize the photos for file size, file coding, to actually contain all of the keywords and to be relevant with your name, address, and phone number, which is huge. And by the way, is the biggest thing on a citation is having your name, address, and phone number as is written on your Google business profile. You also want more keyword relevance, and that happens by putting the keywords in the content and in your photos. And you want to have more content. The more content you have, the longer your dwell time is. And dwell time is the amount of time that people typically spend on your Google business profile. The more time people spend looking at you and any connected social platforms, the higher you're going to rank on your Google business profile. And lastly, or not lastly, but this is super important, which is your branding. How many citations do you have? How many social profiles do you have? How much of a following do you have on these social profiles? The bigger your brand is, the better you're going to rank, because Google wants to rank brands more than they want to rank businesses. Think about a business like Apple, right? They're taking over the game. They're a massive brand. They have a huge following. Now imagine if somebody just came out with a cell phone, right? And let's say the cell phone was amazing. Google's still going to care more about Apple because it's a brand, it's established, and people care more about brands. You also want to have a ranking website. Now, this isn't completely necessary. You don't have to have a website in order to rank your Google business profile, but it definitely helps. And when you have a website, adding in local schema coding for local businesses and having it match your Google Business Profile is going to help you tremendously. You also want to have questions and answers, and within those Q&As, you want to have relevant content that matches the keywords that you're trying to rank for, and it has to be something that people are actually going to care about and going to look at, because that's going to increase your dwell time. And the accuracy of your information across the internet is also huge. Now, there's a lot more to list, but these are the biggest things that you want to focus on. The second strategy is going to be Facebook ads. When you do this right, you can get about $5 to $15 per pressure washing lead, and if not, obviously you're going to pay a lot higher for that. But imagine it only takes you 2 leads, and on the high end, that's $30, right? If you make $200 in a pressure washing job, let's say a house washing or whatever the case may be, or more for that matter, you're profiting $170, and you can kind of control the flow of how many leads you want to come in per month, depending on your cost per lead and how well your ad is performing. For the media, you want before and after pictures or a promo video that's already preferably performed well on another platform such as TikTok, of your process in action, how you're actually doing it and explaining what you do, so people understand the value behind it and understand that you're a professional. Your targeting, you want to really know your market and your ideal client demographics and just really revolve your targeting around there. If you want to target homeowners, business owners, women, men, whatever the case may be, that's how you will actually find your target, by knowing what your ideal client avatar, I had to think of the word, your ideal client avatar actually looks like. Is it a man? Is it a woman? Is it a business owner? Is it a housewife? Is it a single mom? Whatever the case may be, because that's how you're actually going to write your ad copy as well, which you want to revolve your ad copy around these principles. You want to get their attention, you want to spark interest, you want to create desire, and you want to call them to action. You want to bring to attention that they have a problem, and kind of teach them how to fix the problem and show them that you have the solution, give them a great offer, tell them they have to act as soon as possible, they're going to miss out on the deal, and then call them to action, tell them how they actually need to contact you. And you have to be patient. You have to test different methods and ads, because every market's different and will react differently. If you look up somebody else's ad and just try to copy what they have, it's not necessarily going to work for you, because you have a different market. And I'm not sure what your margins are specifically, but if you multiplied your average profit per job with the number of jobs you can get, what could you be making this year if you use these strategies? And Jonathan, this is what I do for a living. And while this video is going to help you start generating a really good amount of revenue, if you want to step it up, go after larger areas, go a little bit faster, or just have any questions whatsoever about any of this, you're more than welcome to shoot me a message back, or you can give me a call or text at 330-978-5004. Either way, I would really appreciate just a line of feedback so I know whether or not you got some value out of this video. But thank you so much, Jonathan. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon, my man.